Yes, sir. So recently, this restaurant, Turkey Leg Hut, I believe it's located in Houston. So another Texas restaurant is dealing with backlash because they're trying to establish some order. You had the restaurant in Dallas to where the brother basically said that the sisters that want to shake their ass and don't know how to conduct themselves like they lady, they could go somewhere else because he doesn't give a fuck about their money. He received backlash because he wants ladies to conduct themselves like ladies, not ass shaking thoughts that don't know how to control themselves because they heard a hip hop song and they feel like they gotta jump on a chair or lean on the glass window and shake their ass and say hey and make all these little goofy ass videos for your social media stories. Because so meanwhile in Houston at the Turkey Leg Hut, they established a dress code because if you're a so-called black-owned business and whatnot, you should basically accept the quote-unquote black community as they are. Meanwhile, you just want to dress how you want to dress, like a thought, like you're going to the club, you're going to a day party, and essentially you dress your daughters and your boys as thoughts and thugs, and then the cycle continues. But whenever you try to establish some order, that's when you get a backlash because for the most part, a good amount, more than most people that are involved in this quote-unquote black community are nothing but overgrown males and females that don't want to grow up and just want to do shit. And then when you say something about it, they cry about it. So like it's just sad that people just don't know how to conduct themselves when they go outside the house. They want to wear a bonnet, you want to wear slippers, pajamas, you want to have your pants sagging, rock do-rags, stocking caps, wherever in any place. And people got to understand you can't conduct yourselves like that. That's why you get perceived in a negative light, because you don't conduct yourself as if you have any respect for yourself. Not to digress, I'm not trying to rant too long, man. Let's dive into this story and I'm going to talk about it.
The Third Ward's Turkey Leg Hut is getting national attention this weekend after implementing a controversial dress code. Fox 26's Chelsea Edwards.
It's only controversial because everybody in the quote-unquote black community is making it a controversy because they don't want to change for the better. They just want to be themselves because they're so stagnant and complacent in being how they are that they do not want to face any type of change for the better. They don't like order. All they like is dysfunction. That's why they carry themselves the way that they do.
That's why the popular restaurant is now in the hot seat.
Turkey Leg Hut was trending nationwide on Twitter after posting these new dress code rules. Some say it alienates their customers. Others say it's about time. Turkey Leg Hut draws in crowds.
People got to understand, you're going to have to cut off the people that are on that dysfunctional left-hand side. People that are saying, why can't I dress how I dress? Why is it a problem? I'm going out to eat. People should be able to control themselves, mind their business, things like that. Why can't you understand that people have to conduct themselves in a better manner for better results, for better products, for better management, advertising, marketing? People don't want to see this picture of Turkey Leg Hut and there's a bunch of people looking like they're either at the cookout or a day party or a club scene. People don't want to see that on a business card, on a billboard, on a website, photos, things like that. People got to understand business, but people don't have a business mindset, so they will never get it.
From across the nation with its famously stuffed legs. That's what the restaurant says it wants to see less of in this dress code posted Friday that excludes bonnets and exposed undergarments and states all body parts must be completely covered.
Yo, time out. This caught my eye real quick. It says all cleavage, breast, thighs, and buttocks must be completely covered. The only thing naked here is turkey legs and chicken wings. Yo, good for you, Turkey Leg Hut. And it's only thoughts and hood boogers that will have an issue with this because they don't know how to go outside and dress in a dress. Go outside in a dress or something that you could cover up in. They always got to show off what they got because they don't know any other way, man. And then you get mad when somebody tries to say something to you on both ends. When somebody tries to holla at you because you're dressed the way you are. And when somebody tries to say something about the way you are dressed, you have a problem with that. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
It makes your meal much more pleasant. He had to change her clothes.
Critics cooked up social media jokes featuring black tie and Amish attire as the new requirement, but others accused the restaurant of kicking out the same family.
Yeah, look at this dumbass quote right here by a pro-black or somebody that just doesn't want to change. Check this shit out. Disappointed in the owners for this one. Neighborhood black people made them rich, are their regular patrons, and their restaurant literally sits in the middle of the hood. Maybe a few rules I get, but looks like half the people who made them famous can't even dine there anymore. Let's just dissect this real quick. Ain't nobody made them famous. Ain't nobody made them rich. They made themselves rich. They made themselves famous, if that's what you want to call it. None of y'all helped them with their recipes and things of that nature. Why everybody feel like just because they went there once or twice, they made them who they are. You got to understand that it's a business, man. You have to conduct yourself a different way. And it doesn't matter that it is in the hood. That's the problem. People got to change the hood. It doesn't have to remain the hood. People want to be stuck in this goofy ass mindset and to complain about shit once shit hits the fan. And you got to understand the perception of your reality, how people from the outside view you, man. A lot of y'all spend money on a good amount of bullshit, dudes. Y'all spend money on Jordans. Y'all could spend that money. Y'all could spend that $200 on a couple outfits, man. Y'all want to spend $200 plus on a pair of kicks and you have no outfit for it. You only rock white tees or black tees with $200 shoes. Sisters coming out the house, ripped jeans, ripped pants. The ass is hanging out the jeans. And then when somebody wants to tell them to dress more like a lady, they got a problem with it. And this is why the dude that was addressing them sisters, that was dancing on the chairs, on the glass windows, that y'all could get the fuck out, I don't need your money, because he's trying to conduct his restaurant as a business, because that is exactly what it is. And people in the quote-unquote black community, the hood, the ghetto, whatever the fuck you want to designate where you came from, do not know how to conduct themselves out of the home because they don't have any home training, period, point blank.
That made them popular, even calling the owners racist.
We are a restaurant and we're not a club, let alone a strip club.
The restaurant says its family-friendly atmosphere has been taking a hit during the return to summer fun, with some customers complaining about what was hanging out at the table next to them.
As we see, people coming in with pants all the way below the bottom of their derriere. We see, women coming in with nothing but exposed butt and thigh.
They also say the first post was a draft not meant to be published. It was replaced with this list that prohibits excessive.
Let's just see why the black community has so many problems with order, that being a dress code. Including, it says, no excessively revealing clothing. That doesn't sound crazy. No obscene language or baggy clothing. No house attire, because that's house attire. Wave caps, do-rags, house shoes, shower caps. All that shit is for the house. People want to wear that shit outside. Then you have that same shit on your head when you put your face on your pillowcase. Does it make any sense? No exposed undergarments. Sports bras, panties, we get it. No swimwear of any kind, because swimwear is for when you're swimming. Yo, the only people that have some type of confusion or a confused look on their face when you try to establish order are children. Too many overgrown baby boys and thoughts that are residing in the black community, in these ghettos, in these hoods, whatever you want to call it. They have a problem changing. They don't know about changing for the better because all they know is what they know. And that's basically how they were raised. Product of my environment. All that bullshit rhetoric that people love to say because they don't want to change. Ain't nobody trying to shit on the black community or people in the hood and whatnot, acting like y'all don't have nothing nice to wear and things like that. Y'all people come up with money to spend on a good amount of bullshit. Hair weave, drugs, liquor, Jordans, the list goes on. Y'all could come up with money to buy a good amount of outfits when y'all want to go outside. It doesn't matter the location of where it is. This is a black-owned business. Just because it's a black-owned business doesn't mean it's about to conduct itself like it's in the middle of a barbecue just because it's near a hood or whatnot. People are calling this a controversy because a restaurant established a fucking dress code. You gotta be kidding me, man. We're talking about people who want to call themselves a grown man, a king, a queen. Well, queens don't conduct themselves like the way y'all do. Queens don't listen to this type of bullshit music that y'all listen to on a day-to-day basis at the nightclubs that y'all go to drink Henny straight and all that nonsense, getting fist fights and whatnot when you're supposed to be out to have a good time, not to digress.
Revealing clothing.
It was not implemented to change our image. We still like to have a good time, but at the same time, it's an environment where there are children here. There are, older people.
Just like Shorty right here with the short leggings and whatnot. It just feels like every other woman just throws on leggings as if they don't have a closet full of jeans, closet full of sweats, things like that. They just throw on leggings and whatnot with no drawers or a thong and shit and just showing everybody your ass, man. And then you wonder why people approach you the way that they do. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Meanwhile, my homegirl right here in the lime green, she has something more respectable. I mean, listen, it's still, you know what I mean, a little revealing, but it's nothing crazy. It's more acceptable than the fucking short leggings. Come on, sisters, y'all could do better.
Turkey Leg Hut says there are no other changes in the works, but guests who don't follow the guidelines may be turned away.
I would think it's appropriate for them to cover up. I mean, if you're coming here and you're coming here for business, you don't want to come here for that.
Leaving some diners to enjoy their turkey meat while seeing less skin at the table. In Third Ward, Chelsea Edwards, Fox 26 News.
And that pretty much sums it up, man. I had to check out what the controversy was behind this, man. It's just like this, man. The black community, for the most part, more than most, do not like order. And that's why, for the most part, the black community in a whole as a collective is dysfunctional, just like the way it is, because there's more degenerates, there's more thoughts, criminal culture. The thought culture is glorified left and right in the media, movies, entertainment, the list goes on, and then that trickles down to reality to where people want to bring that shit everywhere that they go, and that's not acceptable, man. That's enough of that. I don't want to ramble, man. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out.